Good afternoon. It's Monday afternoon, as a matter of fact, and I'm coming to you again even after we just posted a video last Friday. And on that particular video, we explained that remote learning would start this morning, and it did. And some of the reports that I'm getting from teachers is that the students were so excited to see each other and to interact with the teachers, and that's exactly one of the primary pieces that we wanted with remote learning. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you about was the fact that spring break has now been broken up into little sections, and you'll be able to see that calendar on our website and maybe our Facebook page real soon in the future. We're coming back to you this early in the week already because the Department of Public Instruction and our State Board of Education sent us some information last Friday, almost right after when I got done with this video, that kind of changed the ball game just a little bit. And I want to tell you that some of the things that they said, or they're asking us to do now, they upset me just a little bit. And that's because some of the wording that they've used about grading and about graduation makes it feel like that the school year is over. But I want to tell you that the school year is not over. We have a lot of ground to cover yet. And I'm asking you today to partner with me so that we can help it not be over, and instead we can encourage our students, your sons and daughters, to keep moving forward. Now, let me explain what I mean by showing you a couple of things. This is a graduation diploma from Swain County High School. I have one that's very similar to it, and I'm sure that everyone else who has graduated from our high school has one that's very similar, and our seniors should have one like this, almost identical as a matter of fact, in just a matter of months. This, however, is another diploma that came from Western Carolina University that I got several years after I had gotten this one. Now, I promise you that whenever I got my graduation diploma way back in 1981, that it felt like it was the end of the road. But you know what I learned? It wasn't. It was the beginning of a brand new journey that took me to this and even beyond, because I got this in about 1987. Yes, it took me 6 years to get there. I'll share that with you, and I'm not ashamed of that. But my point is this: it took time to get from here to here, but my journey wasn't complete yet. We are not done for the school year yet. Even our seniors are not done. What we have to remember is there are elements, parts of the education that our students have not completed yet. And we're doing everything that we can to get those parts to your sons and daughters and to our community in every way that we possibly can. And I need for you to help us make that happen. We don't need our students quitting yet. We need them to continue to work online or to continue to do what their teachers are asking them to do. Because if we don't, we're going to have a very wide gap in where they ought to be and where they are, especially when we get back into school either this year or next year. I don't know when that's going to happen. That's not really important. What is important is that we are ready to get back to school, and we haven't lost a whole lot. Let me explain what I mean. Every year, when we leave school in June and then we start back in August, there's about 2 months in there where our students begin to lose some of what they gained in the school year before. We call it the summer gap, the summer loss. And if we aren't careful, if we begin a summer recreational period right now and we don't continue with the work that's coming from the schools, we're not going to have a 2-month summer loss. We're going to have a 4-month summer loss. And so when we get back to a real regular routine, probably in August of this year, we're going to be fighting to try and catch up, and everybody's going to get frustrated. So let's not let that happen. Instead, please partner with us. Help your sons and daughters understand we're not done yet. Our teachers are working overtime to make sure that they have what you need in order for your sons and daughters to be ready for the future. We're not done yet. We need for you to please partner with us to help your sons and daughters understand that even though we may not be in the buildings, education is continuing. So, whenever they have assignments, whenever it's time for them to get together with their teachers, either by computer or by phone or some other way, make sure they do that. And as a matter of fact, if you can anyway find the time, sit there and do it with them so that we can all partner together. You know, the value of what we do in the school system is really deeper than going from grade to grade or even obtaining a diploma. The value of what we're doing in education is preparing our students so that someday they could be superintendent of schools, or someday they could be the chief of police, or someday they could be the best welder in town. Who knows what their future holds? But if we allow ourselves to stop now, then we are hindering their ability to do what is most important, and that is become everything that they possibly can be, regardless of what grade they're in, regardless of when they graduate. We want to build better citizens for Swain County, so help us. We are not done yet, and I'm counting on you to help us with that. And while we're still together, let me invite you to the next board meeting, because it will be this Thursday, which I believe is April the 2nd. It'll be at 5:30 p.m. here in the Federal Building on the 3rd floor. Now, what we're going to do is use some social distancing like they're doing for the commissioners meeting, but it will also be broadcast on the Maroon Devil Network live at that time, and there will also be a recorded version that you can watch later. And if you want to have public input somehow, or if you want to ask a question, we've got a Google form, and Joe is going to drop the Google form address down at the bottom underneath the picture here that you're looking at right now, so that you can put your comments in there if you want to, and we'll get to every one of those that we possibly can during that meeting. So that's a special call meeting this Thursday, April 2nd, 5:30 here at the Federal Building. Thank you for spending your time with me this afternoon and following through on our remote learning opportunities for our students. Until the next time, God bless you and have a great day.